Yo, what's going on? Yo, this is TP. Thanks for showing up today. Just out here on the way to do some work. But I just want to talk to y'all again about I call it the veiled attacks on masculine men. So, as you know, I support Republicans. I'm a supporter of Donald Trump. And, there's these words that we throw around, these M words. Actually, an M word, misogyny. However, we do forget about the word misandry, which is a hatred of men. Misogyny is obviously hatred of women. And it's funny that when it comes to the woman's side, something against women, you can use one woman and then you'll make a blanket that is hatred of all women. So, getting back to, Kamala Harris, who lost. When they came out and said why she lost, it was nothing that she did, right? It was outside factors. It was pretty much the burden of proof was on the men that did not vote for her. In other words, we have to prove that the reason that we didn't vote for her wasn't because we're misogynists. Even though we've been saying, hey, Democrat Party is anti-men. It gives an anti-men, an anti-family message. It has not done anything economically for men. You're touting other issues that are anti-men or things that men don't care about. No, that's not the problem. It's because we don't want a woman leading us. We're threatened by a woman leading us. And we don't like women. Now, granted, masculine men, yes, we don't want women leading us. This goes to all things. And like say, for example, sports. I'm against a woman coach, head coach in men's sports. Women don't know how men are. We don't want that. And y'all try to push that, especially in basketball. See, I don't see too many as far as publicly announce that there's a woman's manager in baseball. I don't hear that. I don't see it in American soccer. I don't see it in these other sports. I don't see a woman coach, a head coach in hockey. However, you'll see coaches in basketball. Now, granted, I haven't seen a woman's head coach in basketball, but they did try to push that one lady, I think her name was Becky Harmon or whatever. They did try to push that. And at the end of the day, we don't want that. That's not what we, in our nature, is drawn to. It doesn't resonate with our spirit. It has nothing to do with disliking women. We deal with the order of things. At the end of the day, we're going to go back to our true nature as men. And the more you try to push these other issues that are anti-men or things that men don't vibe with, you're going to start getting pushback. And that's really it. Honestly, Kamala was a bad candidate. That's, straight line. And you already know that. And stop lying to yourself or trying to gaslight men into thinking that she was qualified, and the reason that we didn't vote was because these other issues that you're throwing up. Those are distractions. Those are things that you're using to avoid real accountability. If you want to play in this political arena, then it takes a certain type of person to stand up to that. Now, I give props to Kamala, as she did not lean into the gender thing too much. Mostly the media was out there doing that. So I give her props. In her interview, she said, well, I have to earn their vote. So I give her credit. And this is not an attack on Kamala. It's just what it is. You're just not qualified. Your track record has said that. When you tried to run in 2019, you dropped out. You didn't get any votes, delegate votes. And just what it is. Some people are just not liked. Hillary was not liked. Now, people make the argument that she would seem more competent than Kamala, but I don't even agree with that. It's the fact that her husband was president. And I know she was Secretary of State and things like that. But when you say qualified in what way? She qualified to continue with this deep swamp or whatever the deep state is doing? Or she's qualified to really help American people? That's what makes a person qualified to me in regarding the government. Are you qualified to help the American people, to listen to what they say and execute their plan? Because that's why they voted for you, not to execute someone else's plan that does not live in this country or is trying to destroy this country. So when you look at it from that aspect, you don't need all these qualifications. Do you love your country? Do you love your fellow citizen? That's all you need. Now these other things, those technical things, that's no problem. We can train you on that. Anyone can be trained on that. Executing a policy, that's not a problem. We can know how. It's like any job, any type of job. You can have the qualifications for that job, but it's still going to train you the way you want to, right? You can have a degree, whatever, master's degree in something, but when you get hired for that job, they're going to train you in a way that they want you to do in order to execute the job the way they want you to execute the job. So this was never an attack on women. Anything, I don't have to prove that. And we're not going to prove that. We're not going to sit there and put the burden of proof on us. Her job was to prove to us or show us that she's competent to do the job, and she failed. Now, the other excuse is, well, she only had 100 and some days to run. That's her fault. She could have chose not to run. So she knew what she was getting into. She knew how many days that she had. So that's not, see, you're making excuses on why she lost. And it wasn't even that. She did not communicate her message. That's it. And we also know her track record. That's it. She chose to do it this way. She chose to run at the time. If she wanted to, she could have been campaigning a couple years ago. She could have said, whatever. Don't put it on Joe Biden. There's another reason. Oh, Joe Biden should have dropped out earlier. He wanted to run. So let that man run. She could have ran her own campaign separate from him. But the problem is that the reality is that she is tied to him. And that's facts. So you got to deal with that. You can't, you got to take the whole thing. Now, I know the other excuses, well, Vice President supports the president's policies. Okay, so when they asked her the question, what would you do differently to her? She said there's nothing she would do differently. She had her chance at that point in time to separate herself from Biden, but she didn't, because she never had a message. And the thing is now this other things are coming out about her, not her, but her campaign, taking $1 billion, and now they're 20 million in the hole. It may be less than that now because some of these idiots still donating to her campaign and she's still asking for money. However, the argument could be made that it was just a scheme to get her friends rich. She paid, $500,000 to, what's that guy's name? I can't think of his name right now. The civil rights, activist, and then she gave another $1 million to Harpo, that's Oprah Winfrey's company, and I believe $20 million to Beyonce for showing up. Shoot, I mean, she might as well have done a concert for that. She just went and spoke for like a few minutes. And all the other people. So it leads to believe that these people that were speaking good about you, were you paying them to do so? Because I know after you paid Oprah, she wasn't really saying anything about you after that, campaigning for you. Did you pay Barack Obama? Because if someone really believes in you and believes in your message, they'll do that for free. From what I've known with the Trump campaign, a lot of people were speaking and they would speak for free. They say, I don't want your money. I believe in the message. So was this campaign just a a Ponzi scheme to get other people rich? Because if that's true, then who do you think is going to donate going forward if you're a Democrat? If you are giving money to Democrats, it's going to be very hard for someone else that really wants to run to really raise money, especially someone like Kamala. She may want to run again, but it's going to be very, very hard for her to raise money based on what she did this time. So the facts are the facts. And this, so-called attack on women, misogyny, hatred of women, I can make the argument that for the past almost 10 years, there's been an attack on men. I'm going to use Donald Trump as an example because Donald Trump exemplifies a masculine man. And ever since he announced he was running, the attack has been on him the whole time. Even when the guy wasn't in office, the attack on him. So can we now say there's this thing of misandry going on in the media when you're attacking Donald Trump? Because the reason a lot of men resonate with Donald Trump because he does represent masculine men. And the thing is that, and if you're a man, if you married or unmarried, whatever you do isn't good enough. Even if, let's say you were in a divorce, whatever you did wasn't good enough, and she's still complaining about your ass as a man. Whatever you do, it's not good enough. She throws you under the bus every chance she gets. So, even if you're married, whatever you do isn't good enough. Bless the men that, hey, they got, good, stable, family, and the woman loves their dirty draws. But for these men that are in marriages that they are unhappy in, whatever you do isn't good enough. You go out and sacrifice, you go out, give your last, breath, whatever, it's not good enough. You give her this, she wants that. You give her that, she wants this. Same thing with Trump. Whatever he does isn't good enough. You always got to complain about something. But now it's his cabinet picks. Oh, that's not. Oh, Robert JFK. Oh, not JFK, but Robert Kennedy. Oh, no, can't do. Oh, Matt Gaetz. Oh, no, it's not good. Oh, he's not qualified. Whatever he picks is not qualified. Now, if he was to pick Mueller for, was it AG? Whatever. Oh, that's a great pick. Oh, wonderful pick. He has a career going back 20 years in this. That's the problem. We don't want those guys. We don't want deep states. We want people that are going to put America first. That's going to root out the corrupt government. That's what we want. Beyond lower grocery prices and lower energy. We want to get rid of the corruption that's going on in DC. See, that's what men want to do. See, masculine men, we're about doing things right and also justice. Okay? Then when you attack Trump and Trump says something bad about you, oh, see, that's not presidential. Oh, see, you should have said that. See, that's not how you carry yourself. No. At some point in time, everyone has a boiling point. And as men, we sit and take stuff time. We ain't gonna say nothing. We can sit back and say, okay, all right. But at some point in time, now when we come out and just start going off, don't say nothing. Just sit there and take it, because we took it all that time. But don't attack me for coming against you, okay? And we're gonna call it like it is. See, Matt Gaetz, when he talk about, it was funny. There was a clip on him talking about women that are campaigning or whatever, protesting for abortions, and it was funny, but it's true. He said a lot of y'all women that are protesting are women that men don't even want to deal with. He didn't say it in that way, but I'm just giving the PG. And that's facts. We don't want to deal with y'all. The women that are out there doing it, yo, we don't want y'all anyway. And then when JD Vance came on saying, cat ladies, yes, there are women out there that, hey, will never get married. The stats show that. And a lot of times y'all are not getting married because your attitudes, you're out of shape, whatever, those things that whatever men don't desire. But see, y'all still blaming us for not wanting you when you don't qualify. Men deal with these type of things every day. Oh, you're too short. You don't make enough money. Your shoes look, whatever. Your shoes don't look right. Your watch, doesn't look right. We gotta deal with these things every day. And what do men do? We go about our business. We get better. Some things you can't change. You can't change your height. But you know what? I can do other things to get myself better. If that means me getting a better job or whatever. But even then, guys, it don't matter. It don't matter how much money you make. Because at the end of the day, she may end up leaving you anyway. Only thing that money is going to do is allow you to buy some time to be with her. She may be with you a little longer than someone that makes average money, if anything. But then that's just wasting your time. And as men that make money, hey, our time is important. So if you want to leave, go ahead and leave so we can get this over with so I can move on. So y'all got so comfortable when attacking men and men not saying anything is that y'all continue to do it. See, we were taught as men, hey, go on and take it. Don't say nothing. Don't argue with them. Don't argue with your woman. Even when she wrong, don't say nothing. And we took that. That's all right, cool. Because we saw maybe our fathers that did that. The boomer generation, whatever. But this is a different type of woman now. She's like a bully. If you don't say anything, she's going to think that she's right. And she's going to continue doing it until you sit there and say, enough is enough. You wow. And then, So this guy is, this guy running the light. I don't understand what he's doing. But anyway. Then when the man says, I don't feel safe around him no more. You play that woman role when you were, want to play that man's game. So men pretty much like saying, you know what, I'm not even going to deal with you anymore. Men say, you know what, I don't care what you say. I'm just walk away. I don't care. Because if I do come back at you, you're going to just play that role. And there'll be other simps out there going, oh, don't talk to that woman like that. Then women, of course, going to be on cold for the most part. Props to the woman that has some sense, has some logical sense, to understand their role. They understand what line not to cross with men. Props to y'all. But for the rest of y'all, out here continue to attack masculinity and masculine men. See, I don't understand how important masculine men are to y'all. Whether or not you are involved with one or not. Because either way, you are in a direct or indirect contact with them. Okay? See, we've made this world so comfortable that you think you can sit back and just say these things against men. Oh, I don't need a man. Oh, they're not important. They're toxic. Oh, the world would be better off without men. Oh, really? Okay. And think about that next time you need your car fixed. Huh? You need that oil change, right? Huh? When that tire goes out. Or if you need a new set of tires. Who you gonna go to? I don't see women out there doing those type of jobs. I don't see them. And I don't want to talk about you got one, somewhere in Montana. What about for that car to move? Where you think you're getting that gas from? What about that oil that you need in the engine? Where do you think that's coming from? See, these are the things that we don't talk about. Where do you think that's coming from? Who do you think that's out there on the oil rigs doing those jobs? Okay? Who do you think that's delivering the gas to your local gas station? What about when you eat? Who do you think is delivering the food to your grocery store? Who do you think that's loading the trucks for those truck drivers to make those deliveries? What about when that truck driver is on his way, his tire pops out, whatever, goes flat or whatever, or busts out on the road? Who do you think is going to fix that? That's a man. Okay? How about if the truck breaks down? Where do you got to take his truck to? A diesel mechanic, which mostly men. Okay? What about you, when you need your car fixed? You going to an auto mechanic. How about when y'all, some of y'all women that got money, you go to a Louis Vuitton store or whatever. Who do you think that's delivering the goods there? I don't understand this. You are in direct contact with men. For you to stay comfortable and for you to sit back, talking to your girlfriends privately, or you go online. Oh, who's maintaining the infrastructure for your broadband internet so you can do that? Who's running these social media sites? Men. So you can go out here and fuss to the whole world, like I'm doing, about anything that's on your mind. And most of the time it's, you're attacking men. What about that cell phone that you're using? Maybe about men. Who is out there in the mines getting that cobalt so those cell phones will work? Men. The ones that are married complain about your husbands. They give you that diamond ring. Who's mining for those diamonds? I can go on all day. You're in direct contact with men, and we have made it so comfortable for you. You can sit there and complain about your men. Call us toxic. You don't need us. And you're using all these devices that show that you do. You don't even know it. You think these things just appear out of thin air. It happens. That's crazy. And you have the nerve to, when a man says, we're not going for this anymore, we don't want a woman president because of her qualifications. We don't, and at the same time, we're not going to choose a woman to lead us. When at the end of the day, you don't even want that. You don't respect men who look to you for leadership. You don't respect that. But so y'all playing this virtual signaling game, your virtual signal, and y'all don't really want that. If a man came to you and said, can you lead me? You would not to respect him. A lot of y'all really want masculine men. Quit playing the game. Y'all don't want punks. But y'all say that in public, act like y'all do, but behind closed doors, y'all probably getting it down with a masculine man. I know y'all when y'all in that passion, y'all want somebody to take advantage of y'all, in a sense. So stop playing the games. You need us. Live with it.